Hello, all.
Hey, everybody. We are just finishing up our class. Um, James, can you hear me? Can we remind Miss Davis? I'll send out a text too.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Okay, doke.
Howdy.
Okay, you guys gotten started, Gina, with your updates? You're on mute, I can't hear you. Hello?
No, we have some students that we're trying to escort out of the classroom. I was just
Oh, okay.
delegating.
Yeah. All righty. Yeah. While we're waiting, we've started ordering the supplies, so I'll speak up for James. I haven't sent him the stuff that's need to come from Staples and Office Depot yet. I'll send him those in a moment. You all set? Any updates, Gina? You on mute? Are you talking to us?
Yeah, sorry about that. So one thing, I wanted to make sure everybody is using the most updated version of our application and that it's being printed double-sided. Whenever you do new applications, you want to print it double-sided because it's a lot of pages. Also, those pages are numbered 1 through 5, and make sure you have pages 1 through 5. We had a couple of applications that had pages 1 and 5, and we're missing pages 2, 3, and 4. So just make sure all the pages are in and double print or double side print when you can. We're still transitioning over to the 2-column attendance sheets. Make sure we're printing those new. This will probably be our last week over here on the west side with the 4-column attendance sheets. So we'll just have two columns on one page that we turn in every week. Those attendance sheets are due by Saturday afternoon so that Angela can get them in on Tuesday and we can have an update for our data to digital C on every Wednesday for the previous week.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right,
Does
so,
anybody have any questions for me about the new attendance sheets? Okay, Jason, I want to make sure you stay on top of attendance and ditto. I did get an answer about why your class was showing up twice, and I can fix that today.
Okay.
We want to definitely make sure we go back to the beginning of the year too for attendance for the youth lab.
Okay. I'll make sure that's done.
April, I have my classes applications that I'm gonna drop off at main campus tomorrow. If you could put them in Peer Place when you come in. I'm gonna try to get there as early as I can.
Okay.
Gina, I still have those today, that photo that you gave me. I was gonna turn that in tomorrow along with my stuff when I was on my way across from the Poor's. That'll probably be
Okay.
about 11:45. So I got that. I'll just the stuff you gave me plus the stuff that I have from all the other locations.
Okay, cool. Yeah, April. So keep it, you'll have a big drop coming tomorrow for Peer Place. And
Okay.
if you can get those in as soon as possible, then I can just hopefully be able to go through Peer Place one time without having to go back. That's
Okay.
all I
All
got
right.
for now.
I hear you.
What'd you say, April?
I said I'll keep them up to date.
Okay.
But
Okay, Anthony is out sick today, so John, you have an update for the newsletter?
Oh, cool. I just got here just in time then. Sorry, I was dealing with students that were leaving. Newsletter's almost done. I do need to know, Wanda, did you have something that you were sending in for the tech gadgets? I know you said something about the students were sending in stuff.
Yeah, they have a couple that you'll probably get them on Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
So they were deciding on which ones they want to put in with a thumbs up for this session. So
Okay, that'd be great.
Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. So as soon as I get those, I could just push everything out for like the final thing and just for you guys' opinion on if anything needs changed.
Okay. All right, so I'll remind. Send to you. Okay, and I gave the update for James. I don't think anything else we're just ordering stuff for just the west side, pretty much, and then just regular stuff for ASC3. So we'll move right along to Gina and Jason, the event summaries. Famiko's Youth Resource Fair, and then Gina, you'll have to do the one for St. Martin Forest. And just,
Yes. Yeah, I did, we sent the typed ones, but just for the good of the group. The Famiko's Youth Resource Fair was really nice. There were some familiar partners there. Daryl from Digital C was there. The Metro Parks had a table across from us, and there were 4 schools that had bused children to the location. Some people, there were a few parents, not a lot of parents, but a few parents that I was able to give out some of the parental controls. I think we even had 1 registration for our digital skills classes. But we definitely got out a bunch of flyers for the youth lab itself, as well as for our upcoming events with the robot labs. Martin DePorres, we're gonna have to kind of double back with them. I did receive an email today with the QR code, which I didn't scan yet, but what I understand is that it's gonna give us an opportunity to basically submit ideas of how we can be a part of the St. Martin DePorres strategic plan. What I gathered from what was basically a dinner and presentation about their 10-year strategic plan is to add new partners and bulk up their programming for the youth and with technology. So if we can just think about anything outside of our regular basic classes that we can offer to them, before I submit that, I can, take ideas from the group. I muted him.
oh, you did good. Okay, so they, St. Martin de Porres, I didn't get an email from that. That must be from the marketing person.
I forwarded it to you. It was from Jenny, Virginia, the person who registered through for the event. But I did forward you the email
Okay, so
today.
basically we would just be their digital inclusion hub. So
Mhm.
have that, and so just, we'll have classes and youth, they can bust their youth to us, which is one of the programs they had talked about.
Oh, okay.
I could
They
make
can bust
a white hat program.
Pardon?
I could make
That
a
would be
white hat.
great.
Yeah, a white hat program.
What's a
Can
white
you
hat?
explain that to Ms. Davis?
White hat is an ethical hacker, i.e. the guys who work on cybersecurity, like me. That's what I'm going to college for.
Okay, I still didn't understand. White hat is what?
They're good hackers that fight
there's
against bad hackers.
three different types of hackers. You've got black hat, which are the ones you think about, the bad guys. You've got gray hat, which are the bad guys, sort of with the good guys. They do either or for money. And you got the white hat, like me, who hacks the embolden cybersecurity and promoting.
So you're saying the hackers are
There's different types, but I'm trying to enforce a white hat.
white? Is it white hacker or white hat?
White hat hacker.
White
Yeah.
hat.
Hat, like a hat. Yeah.
Okay.
In the world of story, any type of story writing or gameplay, there's always a superhero or a good guy and a villain or a bad guy. Then there's the white is good and black is bad.
Really?
Usually, yeah.
Even
What?
in like superhero movies. It's just it's a turn of phrase. White hat. Even if you watch the old westerns, usually the good cowboy has on the white hat. And if he has on a dark hat, it's because he's acting out of his normal character and doing something rogue.
Oh, wow.
That is terrible. Okay, so the white hacker is the good hacker.
Uh-huh.
Like Star
Anything
Wars.
white hat is
Yeah.
good, positive, hero.
Yeah,
Anything
like
black
Star
hat
Wars.
is
The good
bad
guys on the
villain.
light side, the bad guys on the dark side. That's how it goes.
When we tell our
Right.
kids, and we teach them, well, the white hats
We don't
are
have to tell them. It's already embedded into
yes.
every storyline. It's embedded
yeah.
into how stories work.
Jeez, oh man, I never saw that and thought about that. The white hat hacker. And so that's a program
That's
now.
what I
It's a
could say.
type of hacker.
Yeah, it's not a program nowadays, but I could introduce it with the newer busting kids. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
So
white
if we
hat,
had kids coming in and we're teaching them about the white hat hacker
Uh-huh.
and the black hat hacker, we're teaching them about that, right? So what is it that we want them to gain?
Say that again.
Just we're teaching them about cybersecurity, or
Yeah,
I'm
so
getting
that
them started on coding for the potentially be white hat hackers in the future.
so they can be white
The
hat.
good guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them the good guys.
So that's
So-
like ethnical hacking back in my language, right? You know, you're breaking passwords not for the bad, but for the good. Someone
Mhm.
honestly needs to
Exactly.
save the world, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah, so
Using the
so
powers for good.
so
Right.
usually what it gets used for is like, let's say I own a cybersecurity company. I would hire a white hat hacker to try to hack my company so that way I know how to better defend it.
Mhm.
I would pay them like, hey, can you try to break into my company, and I need to see where I need to fix my security changes, or what do I need to upgrade.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day. We called it setting honeypots, just to make it, try to see if the king hacker, black hat or white hat, if they can penetrate your system and then tighten up those weaknesses and those portals and stuff like that with the ports.
Okay, I can't see you, Rick.
I'm kind of right here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. So basically, this is teaching them
Ethnical hacking.
Mhm.
hacking for security.
Yeah, as far as if you want a profession in that field and you want to
Places like Google use
just corrupt it, just
white
coding
hat guys all the
what's
time.
behind the doors on what's behind the doors on a password really is just a bunch of encryption. Different, I don't really need a password. I just need to have access to the system. But doing that with I only fix computers that need to be fixed. I don't come to me with a stolen one type of thing. That's the kind of guy that I grew up to be.
Mhm.
So I know what you mean on that, little J.
Okay, so that's a better explanation because I didn't know. All right, so we'll say to Martin D. Poors, we're going to teach the kids about cybersecurity, and the programs we're going to use will be white hat hacker, and we don't say black hat hacker because we want them to be the white hat hackers. Is that the way it goes?
Right.
All
Yep.
right. Okay.
And if not, if they don't really partake to that, we can do the usual stuff with the esports and whatnot. Yes, you may. Hold up. Give me a second.
Okay. We don't know what
Hold up.
age
Give me a second.
it will be. We're going to continue to pursue that with St. Martin de Porres, and Gina, we'll take a look at the what they sent you for us to send back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so let's just move forward then. Everybody can see the list of our potential events. Okay, and I'm just keeping the list in our forefront, and you can see that what's coming up and the time, I'm just trying to make sure we keep information in our face so we stay on top of it. Gina will have assigned the actual digital navigators that will be there for the events, and everybody will know. So we want to try to always be on point of who's going where, what time, and where you're going, and then that way we will have a better presence, and everybody will be on the same page. So this is the list of what we have thus far, Gina. If there's anyone missing, any event missing, let us know. Okay, so that we can try and stay on top of where we're supposed to be and when we're supposed to be there, and manage our classroom load.
Mhm.
Okay, so we don't want to make sure we're not being and getting people that's supposed to be teaching class and they're scheduled for an event unless we had that class scheduled, covered, or canceled. If it's a major event, then we can always add the classroom at the end of the 8, on the bottom end of the 8 weeks. So
I know for me, And for Anthony and for Angela too, just based on feedback, being able to have all the classes live and accurate on the calendar has helped a lot. And having them as their own calendar where you can remove the classes and only look at events, or if you can just look at one day, you know, that helps us organize a lot. So that information is there. I do try to keep that updated. It's a lot more, it's very, very live compared to our past couple of years. So this is all current. I plan to make sure that we keep up with that. Originally, it was the instructor's responsibility to put these classes into the calendar, but I'm not going to let 2 weeks pass by without the classes being in the calendar because we have to know where people are at any given time. All of the classes have the addresses inside the calendar events if anybody needs to visit or go for graduations or substitute for classes. And also it makes it very easy to see who is not available during event because those events visually overlap. So if James is teaching a class, you can see the event laying right on top of it, and we would not schedule him for an event. Not that I'm scheduling James for any events, just as an example.
Yeah, that's an example.
Okay, you know, I
So-
still
so-
have an issue getting into the calendar because it keep, second step verification on me and everything. And sometimes I don't have, I'm busy trying to do a million things and I don't have time to wait for, well, you're pretty prompt, but then sometimes if you're not available, then I don't know what's kind of on the calendar. So I kind of,
Well, a lot of times well, for one thing, I will put it on your phone. Just add the Ashbury account to your phone,
okay,
and that will give you access to it, and you don't have to keep logging in and logging in.
yeah, because I hate to
Also, I get a lot of two-step verification notifications that don't come along with a text message or a call. So I assume that people are getting it from Anthony or from another device or giving up. But if you
Yeah, well,
can't get in because of the two-step, just send me a message or call me if it's, if
yeah,
you're trying to get in right
you're
away.
real good with that. But then, like, if I try to check it at a time when you're taking Hayes to school or something, then sometimes we just have a little mistiming. But I just want to make sure I be on
Yeah.
top on that stuff so I can make sure if I'm expecting John on Saturday and he don't show up, I know why. Even
Yeah,
though he
I
mentioned it.
try to be super available for that because I can do it right from my phone. So even if I'm like driving or whatever,
Yeah.
I can take a moment to just use a thumb and
Right, yeah,
let
send
you
me that
in.
link so we can make that a little easier. We'd be good with that.
Okay,
What
that
link?
sounds good, guys. But, and again, we'll keep them listed every week. So if you see the date, and we're on, the 26th, then, click on the 27th and you'll see what's happening, the classes that are happening and that, okay? But we'll continue to carry them forward and drop them off and report on how the event went so we can discuss it because we want to be in making sure that we're in a continuous improvement phase and that we're continuing to help each other make sure that everything moves smoothly. So just get used to going to your calendar, going to the group calendar, taking a look at it, especially if you have a class, letting folks know if you can volunteer. And that goes for our contractors pretty much because you have to, our contractors, consultants, volunteer for the events where our navigators are hired to actually man the events. So let them know if you able to volunteer when you can, especially if it's at a site that you're actually teaching at.
Right.
So we just want to continue to improve and move towards where all of us know what each other is doing. And then if somebody is out, you can let each other know, hey, can you take this for me and just keep everything moving, solidly because, not knowing, oh, I don't know if I wasn't supposed to go or I don't know who was supposed to be there. So we're trying to, make sure that we stay on top of that. And so we'll keep on the weekly meetings. We'll keep updating and rolling off the old events and actually talking about them and how they went, what we could do to improve them. And if we had enough people staff, so we'll learn from the events on how to make them be more meaningful to us and for the people where they're assisting.
Yeah, because I was trying to that day before that event over there at DePore's, I knew they had that event going on because I was actually they were using me for my height on a couple of occasions because they were hanging up this and they were just moving around trying to get that stuff going on. And I knew what time it was and everything. But then I thought we had somebody there, but then they were moving so much and it ended up being where Mr. Davis, I understand we like to make sure that they know that we're in this together as far as having a table down there because somebody come down there and take a picture, then they see everybody that's involved in the community, including us and everybody else, then maybe they have more incentive to bring a couple more dollars over there or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I can spread myself a little thinner as far as some of the events is concerned, because I like to learn what they're doing nowadays too. I don't want to be the guy that used to do it that way 20 years ago when they talking rocket scientists and white magic now or white hats. What they talking about, white magic or white hats?
White hats.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Well, it's good. They'll keep us the older group informed on new terminology.
Right,
Same old game, but new terminology, right?
right.
Okay, so well, that's good, Rick. Just we want to make sure that we continue to grow closer together, and grow more as a team working for the one cause of assisting people, understanding and using technology for their own empowerment. That's
Right.
our ultimate goal, and anything personal.
Right.
There we are. So March 27th, Grace Recovery is
Okay.
next thing. And Gina, you have who there with you?
It'll be John and me.
Okay. And you don't need anyone else, or if anyone else is available and want to join?
Yeah, if anyone wants to, we can always use a third, but it should only be, let's see, 11 to 1:30 because we've got to get over to the west.
I was gonna contact somebody. So I have a friend. She was in the military. She was a recovering addict. Now she's going to college to actually teach on to be a social worker for people who are like recovering. She was interested if she was able to make it, if she's allowed to volunteer.
If we can get her a volunteer application, I know it's like tomorrow. Usually we like to have the application filled out in the ID, like a short meeting before we have somebody on site. Ms. Davis, I'll defer to you on that.
I agree with you, but if it's someone that he knows personally and she can come in and join, because the recovery is with adults, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you don't have anyone else, and then if you have application, we can take it with you and
Yes.
fill it out, and she may become
Okay.
part of the team. So yeah, we're always looking for people to join us. So let's make it happen, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the 27th. The next one, April 6th at the Robot Lab. Jason, have you started recruiting for April 6th?
Yes, I have.
And you have people already on board to come?
That's what I was adding a flyers for at the Famicos event. Yes.
Okay, did anybody say, did they sign up for it, or we all got to push, because we're on the 27th, so that'll be the following week, right?
Right.
So St. Martin de Porres, I think if you go to Panama Center, you have flyers that they prepared, Gina and Anthony, and I think there's flyers available. And we can go to Panama Center and drop them off. And see, we got Martin de Porres, and then we'll look at what else is in the area.
Okay.
I think April has one at her school. Make sure we get some down to Mary Bethune. You may just have to go down there at the end of the school day and have the flyers called, maybe Janie, we can call the principal and say one of our staff will be on the premises passing out flyers.
Okay, I can ask her
at
about
the end
that.
of the school afternoon, so, and then, give Jason the date that you set up for him to be there. And I don't know how soon we will be able to contact him, but, Shalita may have a direct contact to Mary Bethune.
I should have somebody. I had somebody in that office that we were making drops to, me and Anthony.
Yeah, just say we're gonna be after school dropping them off. I mean, passing them out as they come out, rather than the school
I don't
trying
know
to,
if they're gonna let us do that, but I will ask.
they used to, but definitely, I always say ask and they know you're on the premises and they
Mhm.
know us, so. Oh, that was the other thing. We need new lanyards for everybody to,
Okay.
create them, and so they'll have those on going forward. I know we're gonna have them for this event, or you may be able to make them one by then. And, so that could be part of the identification.
Okay.
And then the following one is April 9th, right?
Right.
And that's another one with youth involved, so we have flyers for both of those, or did we get anything from the young lady? Or we don't have to have flyers for that because we have a captive audience that they're working with on April 9th. As
Oh,
they'll,
right.
yeah, that's that roll off every hour, yeah.
Is
So,
that where they want the surgery VR?
yeah, I think that was the one with the surgery, we had talked about doing.
Oh, that one.
Pardon?
I said, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, we
E-
had talked about it, and then
So would this be something where we do like volunteer applications and then our regular recruitment flyers just to show them the programming, or will we be looking for volunteers here?
I think we should do both, look for volunteers and promote the robot days, coding days, or the white
Because I
hat
mean, these
attack.
kids are gonna be high school, right?
Yeah,
I don't know that we have any curriculum for high schoolers. Jason?
I can do some high-end esports stuff for high school, some actually serious
It
instead
would
of
have
just the
to be totally
basics.
separate programming is what I'm getting at. We don't
Okay.
have something that exists right now that is designed to target them.
I would like to get the equipment to do the higher end stuff as soon as possible.
Yeah, I
equipment to
understand.
do what?
We don't have anything for them right now.
Okay, well, let's concentrate on the groups that we have, because
Mhm.
we need to get them coming in first before we, move over to what you're talking about, the ones that are 15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I mean, we could do something, but we would have to like carve out a time specifically for them or a space that's specifically for them.
yeah. Well, let's work
Yes.
on the group, you know. Maybe they have some, younger siblings that they can give our flyers to. Who knows? I don't never, say they won't help, but, and, I always say if they pass on our information to the younger siblings, then that's even good. And then we don't have anything far as, uh, helping, recruiting them for possible jobs in the future. Like anything without Google or
That's
our
what the white
mentoring
hat, that's what the white hat program is for. Google's actively searching for cybersecurity experts as we speak right now.
Oh,
If I
okay.
wasn't in
Now
college, I'd be working
that
at
would be for that group then, that white hat
Mhm.
stuff. Okay. And then also we have, I think with our curriculum with AT&T, we have mentoring, that mentoring program, that they keep trying to push for us. I think Andrew Bailey is our new connector with that stuff. So
Mhm.
we can take a look at that and see if that's something that we can create and, then get, because that can be virtual. Those mentoring programs could be virtual for them.
I have to work on starting a virtual esports program. That'll be a lot of fun.
But
You said virtual esports?
Yeah, like a Discord for it. Actually fostering a virtual esports team. That way they can use
Would
their
that
own
mean,
hardware for that.
yeah, I was gonna say everybody would have to have their own equipment though at that point.
Everyone's got an Xbox nowadays.
Okay,
We
so
we don't say things like that.
My bad.
yeah, but it's to think about, just to think about, but use what we have. We have curriculum from AT&T that, that's actually on the systems,
Mhm.
and definitely with that mentoring. These kids need a lot of mentoring. So if we can take just one segment of that particular curriculum and do a flyer and see if we can get some interest in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that 24/7 live tutoring is actually geared towards the older students. I think it's
Yeah.
like eighth grade and up or so. So maybe I can make a separate flyer just for that only.
Just for that. And she says we should go through about 25 kids. So it's not like we'll have to have a heavy printing, thing with that. We
Oh,
might
at
get
the
some interest.
at the event.
Yeah, I think it's 4 sessions, 5 kids, 4 or 5, 5 and 5 rolling off, but it's about 25 kids in those time periods.
Jason,
Mhm.
can you send me the links to the desktop shortcuts on the youth lab computers?
On it.
Thank you.
Okay, so and then I'll just stop at May Dugan Center. And I think John, you brought that one to us, right? The
Mhm.
Yeah, correct.
Is that the one with that's not the one with the social workers, that's different.
No, no. That was the Saturday that just passed.
Okay. So that one's coming up. So you all look at the calendar. Again, we'll roll off and roll on, and add the new one in each week. And so that we keep our eye on and then discuss the first 4 coming up that are closest to us and try to stay on top of everything together. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Davis. Anything for HR today, or does anyone else have any questions for Ms. Davis if she while she's here?
Ms. Davis, thank you for the email and the quick responses to answering all my questions. I found all of these tabs and everything is looking good. Thank you so very much. And I want to just say something. When you get old, man, your patience just don't be like it used to be, man. But I'm sorry, but thank you so very much for being patient with me.
No, not a problem. That's what I'm here for, to assist. And thank you for that segue. I just wanted to let the team know that I wrapped with the timekeeping audit effort, and the last piece of the standardization email went out today for the contractors and the consultants. And within that email spells out what you would need to do to enter your time daily into ADP's website or via the mobile app. But keep in mind that that does not eliminate the need for you to complete your daily log. And then in addition to that, it does not eliminate the need to provide your email, your invoices to Ms. Davis via email or hard copy. So that was what I wanted to go over with the team specifically today. And then in addition, open up the floor to see if there's any questions or if there is any need for troubleshooting assistance with the team as far as timekeeping or the daily task log. And if not, that would be it for me. Thank you.
All right, we go with the 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3, and then we're moving on. And any questions, or if you think about one afterwards, she's very open to you emailing and getting back to you all as soon as possible. So continue that as we can move on. So we're talking about classes in session. right now, are there any problems, or, you know, are you, everybody's okay? You're getting your information into Ditto, all your new participants, and making sure that you're getting your attendance sheets where they need to be timely. Any thing you want to share at this time? And start to think about together. I mean, you know, when you're doing your classes, unique individuals that we can actually do a really short videos on, you know, maybe 3 minutes at the most, about how they're learning and what they like to learn. And just start to think about that in your classroom. And so that when we come together, we'll talk about it, and it will add more interest to our website, especially if we can get, you know, really quick videos and pop them up from those, you know, those individuals about how they're enjoying and why they joined and that, and just to continue to encourage those videos, encourage others to join our classes. So if we start doing that together, every time a new class come in, if we can have 1 or 2 people or 3 people, you know, just do a 3-minute video, and, you know, it can be on, you know, on the website immediately, and then it can also go into the newsletter as our student spotlights. So let's start to think that way. You know what, those students that are happy and they ready to brag about their new skills. So let's give them our little platform to share that with.
That sounds good, because we got a couple of I think we up to about 6 students over there now. I might have to get a couple more. You won the prize today about being the person that learns the most, or that's enjoying learning and spreading the word about what we're doing over there.
Got a couple of little things. I was at Mark's the other day. They had a little tin that has cleaning spray and a cloth and a little brush, and, you know, for your phone and tablet and stuff. I think I got like 7 or 8 of them, so I might have enough for your class,
Okay,
or at
well,
least for
on.
a prize here and there.
Yeah, well, you know, the way that they rolling, Mr. Walker's not gonna get all the prizes, but we're gonna make that work out. Though I just enjoy the enthusiasm with the students that come in there, especially this new lady that we have today. She almost 80. She just so happy to be able to get that left side of the mouse together, man. It makes me feel like I told her money and everything, so it's a good day, you know. And she had to walk from the parking lot down at 98th Street to get down there today. So that was extra credit for her for the most part.
Yeah, so those are the types of things, you know, quick video clips. We can send them to each other. You know, John's doing most of the social media posting, and which I need to add on here. Can I have you on for updates, I should say, and social media? I'll add
Yeah.
social media to your area.
And that would be something I also do want to talk to you about, like what kind of content am I allowed to put on TikTok? And I think I'd go over that and show you some examples with you, because that would take a little bit of time.
Yeah, because you gotta make sure I understand it.
Yeah, so what I could do is I'll grab some like examples from like other organizations, but like I want to do stuff like this, and I'll send you to it, send it to you. And
Okay, and then again, like I told you, when you do post something on ASC3's Facebook page or something like that, send out a email to all of us so we can jump on that page and like it. All right.
okay,
So
yeah,
we
I could
can
add
post
that.
it. We need to boost our own stuff that you're doing and support, you know, what you're putting up there.
Cool.
Now remember to add that newsletter, social media. Remember, the other thing is, everybody, please continue to go to the website. Go through it from time to time, or maybe once a week or something. And if you see stuff that's outdated, please call it to our attention, Gina and I, and we know we have like the milestones and all that to get up there. We're gonna work on that to make sure that they're reading from the current year down, you know, to the beginning. I think we're at on ours is 2020. But we have a newsletter from our gala for each year where everything's highlighted for the year. So we just need to go back to those and pull that information out and update that section. But any section that needs updating, so that we'll get to it and it won't just continue. It's been hard for just one person to try to capture all of that, but together we can do it. And even if we just go to it, straight print, you know, straight type the information in and say, oh, okay, this was the highlights from this newsletter for year 2021. And then we can send it to Gina and I, and most of the newsletters are online for the end of the year holiday galas. New classes, and this, oh, I got 9 minutes. New classes, of course, St. Martin de Porres is already in session. City Mission, we're still waiting on the young lady to contact us back on when she wants this to happen. She's so busy. I guess she thinks it's just supposed to happen tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I feel totally inadequate about it. So I left her a
Yeah, I
message.
mean, all it takes is one little meeting. She just got to make the time for it.
And we have to know, you know, does she expect us to pay for it, or, you know, we have to know
Yeah.
how to prepare the MOU of
Right.
the collaboration. So hopefully she'll pipe up between now and then. Seems like her
Yeah.
schedule is much tighter than ours and the things that we be doing. So it's hard to get in touch with her. Okay, then we have Grace Recovery. John's going to be instructing over there, and that's slated to start April 2nd. And Gina's going to be with you the first couple sessions, as long as needed, right? And we'll have to, yeah.
What
Figure-
time, what time is that? That's that Tuesday, with that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and
Yeah.
Thursday.
Right. So that one.
How's Gina going to be there if her classes start at 3 o'clock?
Oh, you have, she can't stay forever. She only can be there.
Oh, I thought I was going alone. That I didn't know Gina was going to be out.
No, she's gonna give you some help for the first times, and we have I think Rick is there for a couple more minutes to help welcome the students in with Tracy. Tracy's on the phone, so and then she'll get right back over to, as soon as she leaves, she'll get back over to the site. And the coming in new is Lorraine Square. That's in progress. I have an instructor in mind for that. And so we have a site that you see, the Mary Kay Kate.
Yeah, the email for
Yeah.
11:30 on the
Yeah,
2nd.
next week. Yeah, next
Mhm.
week. Yeah. And that's what, April
The
2nd.
2nd.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And then Rose Center, Lakeshore, I'll be talking to her with Rose. I meet with them next week too, I think on that same day.
Do they still got that same, they had just changed managers out there, the last time we were out there, I think right before the pandemic, and they had the building, roof problem or something up there, but, who is the director up for that site nowadays out there on 164th and Lakeshore?
For Rose Center there,
Yeah.
Rose Center is in the inside of a CMHA building.
Yeah, I used to be up, remember that used to be my original site.
Yeah, and so I'm not for sure if Valerie James is still gonna be the one, but been working with Mary Kate and Lurleen with CMHA. But
Okay, yeah, because I'm in touch with Valerie pretty heavily. She the one that we kind of collaborating on that Lorraine Square thing indirectly, and a few other things. She sent some people in there. I got to make sure I thank her for that, man. Me and her go back 20 years.
Good, good, good. So, yeah, so that's great. That's the kind of relationships that keeps you growing, making sure you keep those going. So Rose Center will be talking to, and I need to talk with Tiffany and Antoinette at Rose Center first because they can have a program within their program in the CMHA building. So,
Right.
and it may not go through the regular CMHA people, so we'll find out first.
Yeah, because they kind of was collaborating with Jeff and them with all that stuff. Right.
Hmm. Okay, and then Kingdom Corner.
Cam's Corner, you mean?
No, this is not Cam's Corner. This is Kingdom Corner on 105.
Five and what?
Not Cam's Corner, 105 in Olivet or one of those streets.
Okay, yeah. I didn't never know they had a corner. I just call it.
Actually, it's across the street from Bethany's Baptist Church.
Church. Okay,
And
yeah.
it's actually their building over there. And so we're going to meet with the young lady that has the program over there, and they want digital literacy classes as part of their offering. So we'll meet with them on Friday and see if we get an MOU process and start it with them.
Great.
Yeah, so just got to keep moving on. So we'll see what happens and see whom we'll have to teach those classes. Okay, open, as they say. Oh, we got 3 minutes. Anything else? We didn't cover.
Just a reminder to make sure tutor sessions go in ditto. We need
Remember that. Ditto.
Tutor sessions, yeah, tutor
Yeah.
sessions need to go in ditto. And
Yeah.
they need to fill out that 4-block attendance sheet, just one of those 4 blocks. Just
Yeah,
a reminder.
participants to fill that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gina,
it.
Spirit,
Oh, I forgot. Good Friday. Now we're working like normal, right?
Good Friday.
Yeah, I mean, that's coming up like Friday coming up, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
just a regular work day for us.
well, me too as well. But now, I'm not sure. Basically, down at DePorce, I think they had a Good Friday, and all the women coming there bringing their little favorite meal, like a potluck thing or something. And then, but basically, what I was telling Tracy that PCs for people they're not working that day. So what I'm gonna do that day is I'm gonna go in there probably at like 9 o'clock. Cause Tracy already come an hour earlier too. Anyway, I think she's
Don't come an hour early, Tracy.
No,
On time.
she's getting there when she can right now. She don't have a car right now. So I want to make sure that I'm there to let her in because PCs for people won't be there. So I got to get there. I'm just say about 9:15. As long as I be on time for St. DePorce at 10. And then when I leave St. DePorce, I'll stop by the main campus. Then I go back over there to make sure everything is good. Then I run back down to Ben Road, on Wednesday and Fridays. It's kind of tough, but keeping me young, right?
Well, I don't want you to do all that running,
Hey,
so.
I
Wanda,
have to make sure
Yes.
when I get in there early from PC for people, I don't punch in until the regular time,
I understand that, but they won't be there on that Friday,
Friday.
right? So you won't be able to get in is what he's saying. So he's,
Do you want me to come in early that Friday? That way Rick doesn't have to run around. We'll just figure out like a key situation.
the way I look at it, John, that there's no problem with me that particular day. I'm not doing that extra running every day. That I'm just saying to make it sure on that day when PCs for people aren't going to be there. Chasey's going to be there, and then I'm gonna be back, and then you guys are going to be there to make sure that he gets in and out. Our day is business as usual. Okay, I just got to come in a little early, let her in. I have no problem with that. No running. I'm not gonna be running like that every day, all day. I do that enough, but just for that particular day, letting you know that we are on time with us in case we got your boy Hayes Roman coming in there.
okay. All right then. So, okay, you guys have that figured out. That's okay. If you
Yes,
wanna go.
same schedule, same hours and stuff.
All right.
Nothing extra.
Nothing extra. All right.
Right, right.
All right then. Anything else? We got that worked out. 3-second rule, 1, 2, and 3. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next week or
Okay.
tomorrow.
Bye, team.
Bye-bye now.
All right.
Bye-bye.